Hi there, everyone. Welcome to Market Faith once again. It's always a pleasure to bring you teachings that will be very helpful for you and your business. My name is Deji Agboade. It's always a joy, always a wonderful thing to come and share with you. I was going to say the host with the most, okay? So we'll be talking about marketing in your business, especially for your small business and the business that you are trying to grow is essentially emerging, okay? How do you market when you don't have a big budget? What can you do to really try to grow your business if you don't have, a very large sum of money to work with, okay? And I know that, a large sum of money is relative depending on who we're talking to. For some people, $1,000 is a lot of money. For some people, $500 is a lot of money. For some people, $1 million is not a lot of money, okay? So, but if you have a small budget, maybe the equivalent of $100 or the equivalent of $200, for a 30-day period or something like that, right? How do you market? What should you do? What should you focus on? And where should you spend your money when it comes to marketing? Now, I've shared a lot of things that I believe are very helpful and form a great foundation for some of the things I'm going to be sharing in today's video. So it's important that you please take out time and go ahead and check it out and see, right, if and listen and get some of the value that is there, because you will need that in what I'm about to share with you today. Okay, so the first thing I want to say to you when you are considering how to do marketing on a very small budget, right? The first mindset that you need to have is that you should always be marketing. Why? Marketing is most effective when it is consistent. I'll say that again. Marketing is most effective when it is consistent, okay? So, you must think about, the first thing I want to say to you, you must think about the marketing approach, right, that you can be most consistent with, right? For example, if you say it is Instagram ads, meaning that you can generate 30, 40, 50, 60,000 a month, and you can run those ads consistently, then that's fine. Right? The only thing to also understand about Instagram, for example, is the fact that Instagram changes their algorithm from time to time. So something you may be doing right now in terms of marketing may not work at another time, right? I don't know if YouTube changes their algorithm as frequently as Instagram does, but Instagram changes their algorithm so fast sometimes that what was working last month will no longer work this month. So you need to understand what they've changed. You need to understand and keep up with that. Right? The key thing here is which marketing platform or which marketing initiative can you run that you can be most consistent with, right? If you want to put out banners, right? Which one can you do that you can be most consistent with? Marketing works best with consistency, because consistency is what breaks mental barriers. People oftentimes don't believe what they hear the first time, but when you consistently repeat it, and this is the concept and the law of marketing, whatever you tell people consistently, they begin to believe. Whatever you tell people consistently, they begin to believe, right? That's how marketing works. So you must always think about consistency, right? Even for us at Market Faith, right? We've spent quite some time doing a lot of marketing, and we've seen a lot of results in the things that we have done, right? We haven't done that much. We've just done a little just to validate the ideas that we're sharing and to see if we're really adding value to people. And from some of the feedback that we get, we see that there is value in the things that we talk about. And so one of the things we will do over time is to take on more initiatives that we can be consistent with, that will help us engage more people and help more people who are out there and looking for content and things to help them, in their business. Okay. So consistently over time, people believe what is consistently said to them. So number one, think about the marketing approach where you can be very consistent, okay? And make up your mind that you're going to engage, you're going to do this, and you're going to be consistent with it, right? The second thing is ask the people in your target market about the best way to reach them, right? So for example, whatever you run, whatever you do, if you've ever served one or two people before, Ask them that, look, what's the best way to reach someone like you? If I want more customers like you, how can I find you, right? And they might tell you, oh, apart from referral, I'm always online on social media, or I'm always, at a club, or I'm always at an association, at a group, right? You can meet me there, okay? So you need to ask the people that you currently serve. Your current customers are a picture of your incoming and new customers, right? So you need to ask them, what are the things that if I do, it will help attract you, it will reach out to you? What message is it that if I craft, right, that message will resonate with you, right? What should I say? If you saw my ad or you saw my marketing material in a supermarket, what impression will that give you about me? If you saw my ads on a website, on a news website, how would you think about my brand? What would you think about me? If you saw a car that had the name of my business on it, will that have appealed to you? Why did you come to me, right? Who referred you, and why did you take their referral seriously? Okay, so questions like that begin to help you understand, right, what works for your audience. So if you've had 1 or 2 customers before, go back and meet them and ask them, why did they patronize you? What did they see in you that they decided to give you a shot, or they decided to give you a chance? So ask people in your current target about the best way to reach them, right? Now, the third thing, and probably the most important thing I'll say today, right, is when you don't have a lot of money when it comes to marketing, you must be creative. You must be more creative than the average person out there, right? Because when you don't have that money, right, you must find other things that you can leverage, other advantages that you can have to make sure that you still grow your business. And that's where creative guerrilla marketing initiatives comes to play. Guerrilla marketing initiatives. What are guerrilla marketing initiatives? Guerrilla marketing initiatives are unconventional marketing ideas, unconventional marketing initiatives, oftentimes tailored to you and to you alone, right? That helps to grow your business, okay? So I'm going to give you examples of some guerrilla marketing ideas, things that you can do to grow your business, okay? And things that I would do, or I would consider if I was running your business. But when you're doing guerrilla marketing, right, I always say to people, divide your guerrilla marketing into 2 things. Number 1, initiatives that you will deploy. Number 2, people that you will partner with. There are marketing initiatives that you will deploy for yourself. And there are also partnerships that when you get into, right, it can boost your marketing, right? Don't just focus on one thing. I never like to just sit down with one thing, with one business, with one idea, right? You need to do a combination of those things, right? So initiatives that you can deploy. Let me see if I can, run through some examples very quickly, right? I see people, if you have a school, right? Schools are location specific. If you have any business that is location specific, you have no business going to do a lot of marketing outside of your area. Focus on your area. If you belong to a school, or you have a school, but you don't belong to the estate association in your area, you're not doing well enough. You need to be part of the estate association. You need to be part of the groups that are in that area, right? Some of the things I will do if I had a school, because sometimes in many cases, depending on your environment, schools are not allowed to advertise. Schools are not allowed to advertise. They're like hospitals. Hospitals also don't advertise because they are considered ethical institutions, right? And people should just come to you because of the value that they see in you, right? It begs the question, how do they see the value, right? But, that's the way it is. So if I had a school and I wasn't allowed to advertise, what will I do? Number 1, estate association. I will be a part of that estate association, even if I'm not a landlord. I will go there for their meetings. I will seek for opportunities to talk to the people there about the school and what the school can do. Number 2, I will produce souvenirs that I will give to people within the estate, right? When Christmas is coming, I will produce souvenirs that they will use. Maybe sponsor the street carnival in that estate or whatever, right? And what happens is that people start to talk about the school, and people start to create that kind of brand resonance with the school, right? I will do staff volunteer days where the staff of the school go into the communities around them and they go and reach out to people, talk to people, help them do something, right? I will organize lessons for people in my area, right? Listen, you must understand that when you run a school, school. You have assets that is useless after a particular time in the day. Use that asset to do other things. So if you have a school that has a field where people can play football, right? That has a field where, I'm not just going to allow everybody come and play football. I'll allow kids come play football because they're my target. So their parents will bring them to come play football. I will organize a competition in my area for the parents to bring their kids to come play football, right? Those are the kind of things, those are guerrilla marketing ideas that you don't see in any book, right? I will organize lesson for the people in the area and for their kids. Okay, I will identify people who are struggling in the area and organize things for them. All right, organize things for them that will help them, in the things that they're doing. What partnerships will I engage in? I can partner with a local supermarket in my area, right? Partner with a supermarket that allows me to put my banner in that supermarket for my school, right? I'm just using a school as an example, right? Another example that probably comes to mind is if you are a tailor, right? Some of the things I've said about a school will probably appeal to you as well, okay? But focus on the people that are around you. Now, if I wasn't any of these things, maybe I was running a kind of business that people can come from anywhere to come and buy, from me, right? I will really consider Instagram ads. I will consider all those things, right? But I will think about it differently. And there are different things you can do. So let's say, for example, you are trying to become a social media influencer, right? Or you are trying to help people manage their social media page, right? That's your business. That's what you do, right? Before I start doing ads, right, I will try and grow my own followers as well, first and foremost. Why? Because listen, for me personally, for example, anytime I see somebody advertising that, they can manage your social media page, I go to their own page and I check what they have. I see that they have just 300 followers, 400 followers. And in my mind, I'm like, you want to use me as an experiment, right? But the point is this, be your own taste of your product first and foremost, right? And work on yourself. Make sure you deliver on those things, okay? And then you can become an influencer, helping other people grow their own pages, okay? So it's very, very important that you understand what I'm talking about, right? The marketing that I will do if I was a social media content creator, content manager, right, will be very different from what I see most people doing, right? I will actually also invest in creating a platform where I help people advertise, right, for the things that they do. So that when I'm doing that, one of the things I'm doing is that I'm creating value for people. Once I create that value from them, I will get testimonial from them, and that testimonial is what I will use to get more customers. But chances, when you see what a lot of people are doing, you're like, look, I wouldn't patronize you, right? I wouldn't. So the point is this, right? But you need to think differently. And you need to think that if you were your customer, if you just see an Instagram ad, is that what makes you buy from that customer? Chances are that that's not the case. So I hope some of the things that we've shared today has been helpful for you. We don't have so much time. Guerrilla marketing ideas, guerrilla marketing tactics. You know what? Go online. Let me challenge you today. Go online and go and Google. Search for marketing ideas for the type of your business. See what comes out, right? And you will see what other people are doing that you can take advantage of and do as well, and will help you increase your sales. I hope that has been helpful for you today. Thank you so much for joining me as always. As always, comment below, like, subscribe if you haven't done that already. God bless you. I'll see you next time.